This world is changing, and soon a power will emerge that will be impossible to control. So you will need people, a team, to stand up to this power.
The planet no longer needs heroes. It needs people to save it. No matter what the cost.
Do you understand what is at stake, Yelena?
Yes.
Time to go to work.
This is a suicide mission, and I don't know if you've noticed, but they are sending us to our death.
Your mission is easy. Stop this living weapon called Sentry.
I know they are not the Avengers. But I know something. They are a disaster.
What's going on, guys? Bart here with Tully Television, and today we're going to continue covering some comic books that I've gotten. Got some more on the way. But this particular series I wanted to get into because I thought that the team that's in this iteration seemed pretty interesting, and I think some interesting interactions are going to happen. And of course, that book I'm talking about is Thunderbolts #1. This is the Peach Momoko edition, and this issue is entitled Worldstrike, written by Jackson Lanzig and Colin Kelly. Artist is Geraldo Borges, and the colorist is Arthur Hesley. Now, we open up, well, before we go into where we open up, I'm going to admit that I'm not too sure what some of these characters have been up to prior to this, because some of these characters I haven't kept up with since very many storylines. Like, for instance, Bucky. The last time Bucky Barnes, last time I remember his character doing anything was taking over Nick Fury's job as the man on the wall to prevent anything from any threats to Earth before it's even considered a threat. He'll take care of. This is going to be the first book that I deal with the character Countess Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. We have the Red Guardian in here. We have Sharon Carter in this. And probably going to see a couple new members in the meantime. But basically, we open up with Bucky, A.K.A. the Winter Solider, A.K.A. Captain America, A.K.A. Mr. Steel Girl, I don't know. And he's going around the world taking out terrorist cells that are associated with the Red Skull. The Red Skull seems to have the ability to upload his consciousness now to different bodies, but I'm not sure if it's bodies that need to be clones of himself, or can he just take some random Joe Schmo off the street and upload the consciousness into him. I don't know how any of that works at this moment, but with Bucky going around the world taking out these terrorist cells, he does approach Countess Valentina Allegra de Fontaine and asks her to join him and use her intel and her relationships in the spy world to continue to take the Red Skull out and his people. We pick up here in modern times, right? Sorry about that symbol if it bothers anybody, but it's in the book. These guys that rhyme with Yahtzee get attacked by this character, the Destroyer. Now, initially, I didn't know that that was Sharon Carter, but she seems to have become this character, the Destroyer. She curses a lot, I guess. I guess that's her thing now. She curses and takes out Nazis and stuff, and she took them out relatively with ease. But Valentina and Bucky approach her about joining the Thunderbolts, so to speak. They haven't yet. Bucky hasn't officially been like, oh, we're the Thunderbolts. But they get some intel and go to this castle where they'll meet up with their fourth, so to speak, while bringing that attack to them. They come across these enemies called the Mastermen, which was made by, who were made by the Red Skull in order to, carry out wet works type of operations, take their enemies out and all this stuff. But one secret that not even Bucky knew about Valentina is that when she finally gets cornered by one of these Mastermen, her face splits open and a gun basically comes out and atomizes the guy. And Bucky and Sharon are kind of like, oh, okay. And so I guess that will play into the story a little bit, because apparently she's the real, Valentina has been deceased for 80 years. And the one we've been witnessing and watching is a life model decoy. So I don't know if there's a whole vast network of life model decoys of her. Like, if this model gets destroyed, is there another one ready to take her place? But we'll see. But they finally are able to advance into the castle where they need to go. And here we get the Red Skull telling them, doing all that shit talking, you know what I mean? I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But, as always on time, the Red Guardian makes his appearance finally and helps. Look at that page. That looks nice, baby. So he comes, they fight off the bad guys, and when they finally get to the Red Skull, again with the S talking, ready to take him on, but they take him out. Here's some action here. But when they take him out and they say that they're not going to stop, we see a little Red Guardian and Bucky team up here. They seem to be all meshing, coming together for the chemistry, right? They're coming across very well with their chemistry. I guess the Red Skull is just a mask, but at this point, not really face, so to speak. But Bucky's basically telling him he's not going to stop coming after him until he finally is taken out once and for all. But with his ability to upload his consciousness into other beings, I don't know how they're really going to prevent him from doing that. Here's the last team page, so to speak, of them leaving cool with the explosion behind them. And then we see a computer screen here at the end saying activate red money. And the Red Skull is back in this version of whosever body that is. Whether it's a clone or not, or just someone that he can take over. He's going to seem to be the main antagonist in this series, in this particular series. I know in the next issue we're going to get the Hellfire Club, right? A symbiote-equipped Black Widow. Wow, okay. And Yelena Belova, the White Widows, and Kingpin are going to be in the next issue, which I think that seems to be an interesting issue, so to speak. I think that I'm going to keep getting this particular series of Thunderbolts because, to be honest with you, I thought that the initial Thunderbolts book was pretty innovative to the degree. I think it came out at a great time during the Onslaught series that these villains can come in and pretend to be heroes and take the world by surprise. But it has more turned into a team of anti-heroes and villains that do genuinely want to become heroes or help people out, because there were some on the initial Thunderbolts team that really felt like they had a change of heart about life and wanted to start doing better. And that's where kind of the focus of the Thunderbolts teams have led. So we got Bucky, we got the Countess, right? We got Sharon Carter as the Destroyer, and then we got the Red Guardians. So we have those four on the team. We might get one or two more members in the meantime. We might get that classic trope where one of the teammates betrays the others. Someone may die, but not really die, But, I don't know. I hope that this just doesn't end in like 5 issues. I hope that they can continue this series. I'm a big Bucky fan, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'd like to see where this series heads and what direction we get to go with this team. But you let me know down below what you think. And until next time, peace, Snookums.